Today I'm going to make a raw chocolate hazelnut cake. First I'll start off making the base. So we've got a cup of macadamias here. Pop that in the food processor. A cup of hazelnuts. And a little bit of salt. Probably maybe half a teaspoon. And dates to bind. So turn on the food processor first and then add the dates until it's bound well. Okay, I'll just check that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Now I've already greased this cake tin with coconut oil. So I'll put the base in there. Okay, and just sort of press it up on the sides a bit and down the bottom. Alright, so I usually put this in the freezer while I make the rest of the mixture to pour into the base. So I'll go and pop that in the freezer now and then make the rest. So now we're going to make the filling for the raw chocolate hazelnut cake. First of all, get 3/4 cup of hazelnuts and pop them in the blender and 1.5 cups of water. I'm just going to make it hazelnut milk and you blend that up for about 1 to 2 minutes and then let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. So the hazelnut milk is just steeped for about 10 minutes and I'm just going to strain it through a nut milk bag. These are so handy, nut milk bags, they're really good. With the leftover hazelnut meal, we could make something else with that, like some nice hazelnut, maybe raw hazelnut cookies. Would be really nice. Or you can use it for a base for some little tartlets or cakes or something like that. Now I've strained the nut milk and I'm going to blend it first with some Irish moss, which is this. This has been soaked for about 3 hours or a bit longer. Before it's soaked it looks like this, which is it looks rather disgusting really. It's got all sand on it and everything, but it needs to be rinsed really thoroughly and then soaked. So I'll pop that in there. It's a really good thickening agent and a lot of people use it for raw cakes and it gives it a really good thickness. You could also use agar-agar, which is probably a lot easier to get and it will work just as well. So I'll just pour in about a cup or so of the hazelnut milk and blend up the Irish moss in the blender until it goes sort of thick and creamy. Okay, then we add the rest of the hazelnut milk. It smells delicious. And 1/3 cup of cacao powder. About 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Some vanilla essence. It's about a teaspoon and a half of vanilla essence. Agave nectar, 1/4 cup. And 1/4 cup of finely packed dates. Finely chopped dates. And just blend that up.
What's good about agave nectar?
It's a natural sweetener. It's good to use as a replacement for sort of refined sugar, or so it's a bit of a controversial product, actually. Yeah, a lot of people think that it's highly processed, and yeah, but I like to use the dark agave, which is less processed than the light agave. So I guess it's a better option between the two. So once that's all blended, last of all, we add a quarter of a cup, just over a quarter of a cup of coconut oil, about a tablespoon and a half of soy lecithin granules. We just blend that up until it's incorporated. Alright, so that's all done, and now we just need to pour it into the base. You can even straighten up the edges with your fingers if you like. And then we'll pop it in the fridge for a couple of hours until set, and then eat it. Yum.